Welcome back, another episode. Death and additional information. The man who boarded the ship in the last episode comes back for episode 9. Speaking to the group, he informs them that they, the 0.01%, are responsible for the depressing situation in the world. The crew of the ship, Rufus, Hilde, Toby's son Winnie, and other innocent people have been sent to land aboard the lifeboats. The party is then informed by him that the spacecraft will be destroyed in an hour. Then, he informs everyone that his helicopter has 9 seats and extends an invitation for everyone to place a bid for a seat. An auction is taking place. The visitors are unsure about what to do as the clock is approaching the hour mark. Trip advises Anna to place a bid using the $3 billion they still have. However, Anna doesn't seem to be in a good mood. Imogene calls a meeting with Layla, Jules, Teddy, and Sunil. Together, they make the decision to attempt to discover who Viktor Sams is. After they meet, Toby begs Celia to purchase him a ticket. But because the game solely benefits the wealthy, Celia won't play it at all. Afterwards, Lawrence asks Toby about Catherine. He is still unaware of her passing. Toby convinces him that Catherine has already approved the blank check, and he signs it. Alina ascends to room 218 and finds the man accepting bids. She proposes to act as a proxy bidder. He may make a lot more money by using her name to persuade others that the bar has increased. She receives 1 seat in return. They give each other a handshake. Imogene follows and attempts to elicit information from the man. He argues that making mistakes is just as important as wealth. Teddy is here for accepting bribes, Imogene is here for stealing, Sunil is here for dealing in dark money, and more. As Imogene leaves again, we witness her robbing Danny of his wallet. When the others return, they discover that Danny's notes are encoded. Truth serves as the primer. Declaring he has $3 billion, Trip walks into the bidding chamber. The man gives Trip a tablet with an internet connection so he can demonstrate his financial stability. However, it appears that he has less than $1 million in his account. The man takes out the $3 billion check that Toby gave him. When Trip confronts Toby outside, the latter feels that Trip is receiving what is rightfully his. Trip, angry, teams up with Brad, who has devised a crazy scheme to take the man's chopper. Imogene is having difficulty deciphering Danny's code. Trip storms into the room, but nobody appears eager to jump on board the helicopter idea. There are 15 minutes remaining, and Imogene is discouraged. Although she can't remember, Danny's notes mention an unidentified crew member who was on the pool deck that day. She recalls that Toby's son was filming a video that day, helped along by Sunil. After Jules borrows Toby's phone, they locate what they're looking for. The man announces that the allotted time has now passed. The entire auction process was a game, and Celia Chun emerged victorious despite having the option to purchase seats. Anybody she wants can get the 9 seats. Trip discovers Anna and her mother's body in the room. Imogene and the group notice something shocking on Toby's son's phone. Brad, in the meantime, successfully takes off in the helicopter, but it explodes mid-air. When Imogene returns to room 218, she discovers Hilde Eriksson concealed inside. The day before Interpol was called, she was the person in the video, posing as a staff member. Danny was slain when he saw her and realized she wasn't a member of the crew. Hilde, aka Viktor Sams, planned the entire trip, according to Imogene, in order to punish everyone. It was never a holiday. Because Alexandra covered up the Collier Mills case, she was slain. Lawrence for the same, but she killed his wife since he was already in pain. She poisoned Llewellyn the night they spent together, killing him as well. Imogene asserts that all of this is actually motivated by a personal goal. Hilde speaks with an American accent out of nowhere. She claims that Imogene notices details that others choose not to pay attention to. That was what Imogene's mother had said to her once. Mom is the one word that Imogene says at the end of Death and Other Details episode 9, and it changes everything. For more, subscribe.